State of New California notice to all Californians, grievance number 61. It is March 26, 2019. We are in Vista, California at the county courthouse. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for the continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The counties of New California being formed bring forward 95 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. State of New California Grievance 61, Declaration of Grievance, Statement of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government is in direct violation of the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion, and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened, against domestic violence. The United States Constitution, Article 6, Section 2. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. Disaster capitalism is the order of the day. The California Socialist Government, the Socialist Monoparty Government, along with Socialist County, city officials, and party apparatchiks are now setting the stage to take advantage of the federal government's disaster relief money pot. It's no secret that the state of California government is in financial meltdown. Just the loss of projected taxes for the months of December 2018, January and February of 2019 amount to over $19 billion. To add to the woes of California, it was denied another $9 billion in federal dollars for the recent wildfires that cost hundreds of billions of dollars in property damage and cost hundreds of people their lives. California is now in a battle with the federal government to obtain additional funding, which it feels entitled to, for the Oroville Dam disaster from 2017. The federal government does not share California's sentiments because the federal government believes the state was negligent in their use of funds that were supposed to be used for the proper upkeep and maintenance of the dam. The funds were diverted by the socialist California governor and his apparatchiks to drug dealers, vicious criminal cartels, sex traffickers, and relief NGOs involved in the trafficking of human flesh into slavery. Over the last 10 years, California has seen various disasters which have been the direct result of the state's negligence by design form of disaster capitalism. Design the natural disaster and plead for dollars at a profit from the federal government. Looking where the next design disaster may occur in California, one cannot discount the Oroville Dam. Returning to the scene of the original crime of the federal 2017, a new Oroville Dam disaster would yield a windfall of federal dollars to the state if the disaster could be shown to be a natural disaster and not through the state's negligence or for lack of repairs and maintenance. As the water level has risen in the reservoir, leaks are visible on the face of the main spillway in the exact same spot where the 2017 spillway ruptured. The adjacent dirt abutments are leaking as well as the emergency spillway in front of the OG Weir. On cue, nature has provided over 160% of snow and rain, and the Oroville Reservoir is approaching maximum capacity. Since the 2017 dam failure, the cost to repair the dam has exceeded $1.1 billion. Unfortunately, the repairs, which have been so costly, are now proven to be a failure. The world of dam safety has the highest regard for experts such as Scott Cahill and Dr. Robert Bia from University of California, Berkeley, both of whom have been critical of the repairs by the California Department of Water Resources. Dr. Bia, a co-author of a report warning of a green spot near the Oroville Dam in July 2017, is a professor emeritus of engineering at Berkeley, called for the complete repair of the Oroville Dam spillway is nothing more than a patch and pray operation. It's obvious we all need prayer as the patches are not holding. For California state socialists and their apparatchiks, a possible disaster at the Oroville Dam would be a cash cow without the farts. New California state will not tolerate the rise of the totalitarian. Insurrection. The government of California, the current governor, and the monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a United States federal law that governs the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California government, in conjunction with the socialist state executive, instituted wherever the current socialist governor has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very union of states which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting socialist governor of California, the monoparty legislature, and the local elected officials is evidence of abdication of the responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and the citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. The citizens of New California state pray for the president to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California state. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com is the website. The phone number is 877-828-2753.